Hey guys, welcome to our first episode of So She Reads. It has been a long time coming. We have filmed this and refilmed this and refilmed
We're
this.
perfectionists.
What can we say? But we are here finally to give you guys the official
First episode of So She Reads.
We're going to be your hosts. My name is Anaya.
I'm Megan.
And we actually really just wanted to start this podcast because we just love to yap about books.
Yeah. Sometimes there's no structure with us. We will go off on tangents, and we like the same books, but we like to argue about the ssame books. We usually like them at the same time, but love to hate them in different ways.
Yeah.
So,
and if you didn't understand that, congratulations. That's Anaya and Megan.
We don't understand. It just works. So come along for the ride.
Just a little bit about us. We have known each other for years.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm married to her cousin.
Yes.
So
she's known me for a long time.
Yeah. And so, but the problem was, we always got along. We always talked. But I think what really kicked it off was it was Valentine's Day, which is our friendiversary now.
Yes.
And we went on a double date. And then after a very long, bad Marvel movie, we sat there in the parking lot like all Hispanics do. And we say we're going to leave and we don't. And then she was talking about that she was
rereading Twilight.
Yeah, you were reading
and
Twilight.
I said, I love those books so much. We had I think, was that when we found out that we both loved Twilight? We were obsessed with Twilight.
Yes. And she's like, oh, I just got back into reading. I was like, oh my goodness, I love reading.
Yes.
She's like, do you have any recommendations? Because I'm trying to get back into it. And I was like, oh my goodness, so many. And then that just
kind of blossomed from there.
She was like, oh, I think I want to make a book club. And she's like, I wanted to read this book. It's called A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've had that on my list to read for a while. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the book itself just does not look appealing to read.
What is this color scheme?
Yes. So I was kind of just I was like, let's read it. Why not? Let's just read it.
And I rallied everybody together. I got a bunch of my friends and coworkers to, trudge through the book. Honestly, it's a great series.
We love the series. We do.
Absolutely. And then thus begun our book-loving conversations.
Yeah, because every single time we would talk, actually, in the midst of reading that series together, we had so many different opinions on things. And then in the book club, people were kind of just it was us taking shots and stuff. So it was really funny. And then we were like, we should just make a podcast.
Everybody was like,
and yeah, everybody was like,
the two of you guys genuinely carry this conversation.
This is true.
It's always one of my close friends was like, it's literally the Anaya and Megan show. We're just along for the ride and throw our opinions in there sometimes.
They have good opinions,
they
though.
do. But
I think we're just comfortable enough to be like, that's ridiculous.
You're stupid.
And everybody else we just show the utmost respect to. So I think that's why.
Absolutely.
That goes down like that, yeah.
Okay, so we have been reading, we've been reading our whole lives pretty much.
Yeah.
I tend to go through phases where I kind of phase in and out of reading.
Me too.
But the last couple of years has been going strong. Do you have a book goal for this year?
Okay.
Well, what is your book goal? Because I know we have a book goal.
So my book goal is 60 books this year. I was wanting to do 60 last year, but then I lost the whole month of September for work purposes. And
2025, I think, was rough.
Especially towards the ending there.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you kind of have to find balance. You kind of want to have the life, but then you want to also meet your goals as far as reading goes.
It's so hard, man.
It's not easy, especially work. Work gets in the way.
At what point? Yeah, I have kids. At what point? I sacrifice my sleep. That's just kind of what I do. Don't recommend.
I think all readers sacrifice sleep.
This is true.
It's true though. I swear time moves faster when you're reading at night.
It's so unfair because I literally, even last night we were filming, I go, we start reading, I blinked and it was already almost 4 a.m.
I know. It's that jump from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. that you're you look and you're like, it's 12:40. I'll be okay.
You're I could do another hour, and then you look and you're like, oh, the sun is rising.
Dude, birds chirping. You're like, oh no, what did I do? Oh my gosh, it happens to me so much. I'm trying to get better at prioritizing sleep, but it's really it's really messing up my reading schedule. It really is, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna do maybe some more audiobooks.
I'm actually trying. That's funny. I'm trying not to shit on audiobooks so much this year. I have my library card, and so with one of the apps, it's called Hoopla, they give you 5 free credits, I guess you could say, per month, and they had a lot of like these audio books on there, so that's how I listened to Quicksilver. So it was free, and then I have so many like sources to get free audiobooks between Spotify Premium, that, so I'm like, I'm trying to get into it a little bit more. It's just hard. I feel like I'm cheating sometimes when I listen to it,
because it's you know what it is, it's the discipline of having the time to sit down to actually read, and it's a challenge of like, first of all, pronouncing the names. Let's start there.
I do love that when listening to a fantasy book,
then they tell you the names,
and you're like, great, and then other people are saying it wrong, and you're like, that's not how you say
guys should
that.
have seen how long it took us to get Feyre down. We were
Feyre and Rysand. For whatever reason, I kept saying Rice.
Isn't it Feyre?
It's Feyre.
Okay. Okay. I think we're pronouncing it different, but
probably
Feyre. Yeah.
Feyre.
Yeah.
Okay. Still can't get it right.
Whatever. She can't judge us for not knowing her name.
She doesn't know how to read.
She doesn't read. Yeah. Oh my goodness, those little love notes. Okay. But yeah, it always goes back to ACOTAR, by the way, guys.
Oh, you will notice,
because this is where the friendship started. I think that's why.
I think so.
Because there's other books we both have read, but just not at the same time, like we did starting with one together.
Okay, question, because I know why it goes back to ACOTAR for me, but I'm curious for you. Were you in a reading slump phase? Not slump, but were you like in the phase of not reading when we picked up book club and started reading, or you were actively reading?
Yeah,
okay, so for me, I had stopped reading for a couple of years, actually, even though it's so funny, I stopped reading, but I never stopped buying books. Like if it was a book that I was kind of interested in, like Game of Thrones or something, I purchased it with the full intent of reading it, but like between college and just like having kids and stuff, I never really picked it back up. So ACOTAR was that first jump for me, because I don't really count Twilight. I think I used
it was a reread.
Yeah, it was a reread, and I used it so like that I could get back in. So in order to pick up the hobby again, instead of finding a new book that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like, I was like, let me go with a tried and true. I know I love this series. Let me get addicted again, and then from there I can kind of jump. So ACOTAR really was that like jumping
back into it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did like I said, I did take breaks sometimes too. So but I had started up a while before that. So that's why life, sometimes when life slows down for me a bit, and then I'll be like, oh my goodness, I have time, I can read, you know. I just wasn't prioritizing it as much as I used to, because when I was younger, I used to like read, I used to eat up a series, and then like, you know, like everything. And then so I think though, maybe like a year and a half before that, I started getting back into it fully. Like you said, I would like buy books here and there, or even audiobooks. I would do an audiobook here and there. But because I was life was a bit more hectic back then.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But I think for us too, like you said, it definitely was like the jumping point of our like book friendship.
Yeah, like we both read Twilight, but I read Twilight in like a lot of years before that.
Yeah. And you'll notice she's not necessarily a rereader. I love to reread books that like made me feel good way back in the day. So like I kind of started this tradition with myself where I will pick up like a book that I read in high school. I don't know if it's a good idea anymore, because I reread Divergent and I was like, oh, this is not as good as I remember.
It's because it's everything. Because again, we're mood readers, right?
Yeah.
But then everything is like time and place, like where you were in that moment when you first read that book. I mean, I remember Twilight crushed me.
No, Twilight will forever crush me. I love Twilight.
I can't reread Twilight because I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it.
You will love it as much as you did. I promise.
And it's again because I was so much younger, and like
I don't know. I mean, I read it, but I think because of how much we love Twilight, I don't think you would have a negative.
Like I could watch the movies
opinion.
And I still
we have watched the movies
and we make fun of them. Like one time we seriously fell asleep watching it and woke up and kept watching it. Like that's how much. That's how you know you love something.
Yeah.
But okay, wait. So off topic. We were off topic. We're getting off topic. So what is your book goal this year?
Oh yeah. Okay. So my book goal for this year is 50. That was my original book goal last year. I had lowered it in the beginning of the year because I tend to kind of slump out after the new year, like the new year starts.
Yeah.
So because I'm like pumping out and reading as many books as possible to finish my goal at the end of the year, I think January for me, it's like, okay, I need a little bit of a break and the reprieve. So when I had made my book goal 50, I was like, oh, I got this. And then I looked at January and I was like, no. So I lowered it to 45. But this year I really want to hit 50, if not more.
Yeah.
So, and I think I can do it with kind of, let me not lie, I mapped out what I thought I was gonna do, but I'm such a mood reader. Who knows? I could just go out of left field and
Which is fine. I mean, mood reading is like it's the fun part of reading
yeah.
itself. That happened to me last year too, though. My book goal was 60, and I had to lower it to 50 because I just life got in the way and I did not have the time.
Yeah.
And I really thought that like the last month of the year, like December, was gonna allow me to like get all the books.
No,
in that
your
I
December was
missing.
hectic.
My December was wild.
Yeah.
And so this year I'm back at the goal of 60. I did hit 50 books last year.
Yeah, I think you can definitely. I feel like she can eat through a book a little bit quicker than I can, and you tend to do series. So I think 60. I think you'll easily be able to hit that.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
this year I'm like purposely not trying to have a life, but it's crazy because I don't typically think that like I'm a seasonal, like I have seasonal things that get in the way, but apparently I am. And January has been hectic.
Yeah.
February is going to be hectic. So I think March is going to be when it like kind of takes off. And I am still actually reading, and I have read a couple of books already, and we're still in January. So
I know. Can we believe that we're still? I feel like January has been a year long already.
It has been so. January has been long. We're still in January.
I know. It's so, actually crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I think we needed that because I feel like the end of the year rushes by, and then like January, you're like kind of can plant your feet in, you know. But I feel like I'm like picking up the pieces that were like left off from December.
I know. I'm actually trying to get back into the groove of reading because I had a streak going.
I was gonna say, she was so mad when she broke her streak.
I know. So on Fable, you can do like you read every day, like you kind of create like a streak or whatever.
Oh, I just ruined my streak too.
Oh no. Dang.
Oh, for Audible, I was listening to a book and it was like 30 minutes a day, and I was like, I think I did it. I don't know. I'll check later. But man, that's gonna bother me.
Oh,
bother me. Oh, okay.
And my streak was like 110 days every day reading. Like I wanted to make sure that I read, even if it was like 10 minutes, like if that's all I had, I made sure that I read every single day. And then Christmas, well, my Grammys night happened. And when I did that, I didn't read. And that was like around like right after Christmas or right before, whatever. So like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and whatever, I broke the streak. And I was like,
you feel it. Like
no.
That's what I'm saying. So readers come down harder on themselves than like anybody else. I feel like when it comes to their hobby, and it's a hobby. It's not, I mean, for those of us who it's their jobs, like that's crazy.
One day.
Hopefully one day. But like, yeah, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But we treat it like a job.
I know, we really
not
do.
A job, but a job we love.
And so I broke the streak. And then after that, I was like, okay, streak's already broken.
Yeah.
I was like, and I had already met my goal that year. I was like trying to exceed it. So I ended up hitting 47 books last year instead of 45. So I was like, okay, let me see if I could try to hit that 50. And that's why I was kind of like pushing through. But then I kind of like got a little burnt out, but just with the holidays and everything. And I was like, you know what? You can take a vacation from life, you know, from work. I was like, I'm going to take a little vacation from reading. But then to try to get back into it.
Yeah, I definitely don't want it to become something that I feel like, like I'm dreading because I have to do it because of a goal.
Yeah.
That's why I usually, I think last year was my first year placing a goal on myself. Really? Yeah, and it's funny because I feel like I read faster and I read more when there's not a goal because I, at heart, am just a rebel. And I'm like, no app is going to tell me how many books I should be reading. And
you're so funny.
I know, I have problems. But honestly though, I feel like sometimes I can read more, and I do read more when I'm not paying attention to things. Like I said, I'll be there and 4 hours pass. I'm 200 pages in and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And reading 100 pages in a day is not easy.
No, it's not. Honestly, I commend anybody that reads any amount of books. Like even if you've read one book a month or less, you know what I mean? You read 2 books in the year, like good for you. It's not easy to find the time to really like sit down and read. You
guys,
you know,
sorry to interrupt you, but I have to check to see if I broke the streak. I'm like, I can't not know.
I knew that this was gonna bother
me. It's all I could think about. I can't even focus right now. I'm gonna lose it, guys. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't break it. Oh no. Oh no, I'm good. I just need to do it today.
Okay.
Oh, that feels good. We're good.
That was a roller coaster of emotion there.
That was. So it gets intense, guys. It gets intense. But I'm sorry.
It's funny though because we know each other so well at this point. We already know the thing.
You knew that was
I'm looking at her and I'm like,
right?
she's still thinking about this audio.
god. I'm like, no, I'm already 2 weeks into this. Like,
but that's how I felt when I broke my streak. Like I was like, damn it.
but that's why when you called me, Sam, I was like, oh no.
I know.
Like, I felt that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yes, can you technically lie and say you did? But it just doesn't feel right.
You know. If we're gonna start lying about reading books, why
are we here?
Why are we even in things like this? Like, why have friends that read? You can just lie yourself.
I know. So okay, you have a 60 book goal this year.
Yes. And you have a 50.
Yes. And give me like your top 5 either titles or genres that you want to hit this year.
Like my TBR.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness, the TBR is just like
we're not going to sit here and go through the TBR because mine is like literally almost 200 books long.
Yeah, but to like the must
2026
reads
that you really want to either hit or try to hit this year.
Okay, so I would say Silver Elite.
Okay.
Which is like a dystopian romance.
Oh.
I know. I think we should read it together.
We should. Wait, we had me because she had kept mentioning it, but she never I never really knew what it was.
Yeah, the
about.
reason why I was gonna pick it up. So
but dystopian is I love.
I know,
dystopian.
and okay, so it's about like this world where you kind of are at risk of death if you are modified for whatever reason, and so the FMC is a psychic. Oh. And so she is part of and she's assisting this rebel group to overthrow the Silver, I guess you call them. And so she finds herself embedded in that group.
Interesting.
And now she wants to kind of dismantle them from the inside.
Okay.
So I think
we may have to read that together.
We could like that. So that's a must.
Okay.
Blood of Hercules is a must. Because it's I really do like academia, kind of fantasy books, because there's just so much diversity in it, and I really do like. And there's I do love a book that has a lot of different point of views.
Okay.
So there's that. I'm definitely gonna read Darkmoor Penitentiary because I am mourning Zodiac Academy right now, guys. You have no idea.
That was a year and a half of her life, and not because there's so many long. It's just she's been reading.
I love them so much, and honestly, if you know, you know. But
honestly, I'm shocked that it's over for you because I feel like you've been talking about those books for forever.
I do this thing, guys, that when I love a book, when I get to the ending of them, I kind of slow down because I don't want it to end. But I was like, no, it has to happen this year. I have to finish it. I did all the novellas, all the interconnected, and Darkmoor Penitentiary is an interconnected world for it. But thank God for the Twisted Sisters because they have other series that they made.
Okay.
And
I think
they just announced, guys, that they're not done with Solaria. So they were just when you think Zodiac Academy is done, think again. And I'm just they did that on their social media just the other day. And people were posting about it. I'm like, yes, that's what we wanted. Yeah. And so you gotta love them. So there's so I'm gonna do Darkmoor Penitentiary. And then I think I definitely do want to do a couple of contemporary romances for sure.
Okay.
I definitely want to finish up. There's a couple in there that we'll probably touch base on later.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh, and Throne of Glass and Crescent City. Those are.
She wants to finish the Moss universe this year.
I do. I really do.
Okay.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
What about you?
I have been talking about this book for God knows how long. I really need to read Dune. I love those movies.
She really has.
I want to read the books. I want to
know the buy the book. She can never find a clean copy that's not
ever
broken
at Barnes and Noble. It's so annoying.
Or the copy that she wants because there's different.
Yeah, because I don't like movie cover. I don't like movie poster covers. So I like the original cover, or if it's a special edition cover, I'll do that. So definitely Dune. I just want to know the lore. I loved it so much. I want to read them. This year I definitely want to hit The Will of the Many.
Okay.
And that one is essentially kind of it's another dystopian hierarchy class.
Actually, I want to read that one with you too.
And so I was looking into it a little bit more because a lot of people have been talking about it. And it essentially, the elites can siphon the will and the mental energy from the lower classes. So that's why it's called The Will of the Many. And I don't know, it just sounds really interesting. So that's one that
I think it's going to be in the point of view of the many or of the
The elites? No, I think it's going to be the point of view of like the lower class. It's usually how it tends to be when you're reading like a rebel style.
How mad are you going to be if it's going to be like chosen one?
It's always chosen one. It's one of the tropes that I hate the most, but it doesn't work if you don't have a chosen one in like a dystopian or fantasy. It's just like it's like the third act breakup in a contemporary romance. You hate it, but it needs to happen. Otherwise, there's no intrigue in the book. You know. So definitely those two. I think this year I want to hit Game of Thrones.
Can we just make it through Throne of Glass though? For the
love of God. I know. I need to finish.
She started the whole Throne of Glass situation, and now you're not even on the list yet.
I'm gonna get there. But I do. I want to hit Game of Thrones. I think this year, and I'm definitely gonna do Throne of Glass.
Okay.
I was obsessed with the first book, and I know I'm gonna love the rest of it.
She delays the books that she feels like she's gonna like the most.
Yes. I don't know why. I don't know. I have a problem. And then I'm definitely.
I don't think it's a problem. I just don't understand the origins of that.
I don't know. I definitely am gonna read some like Anna Huang. Contemporary romance is, and just romance in general is my genre.
No, but she has a big girl crush on
Anna
Huang.
I love her so much.
Which is fine.
We love her. King of Gluttony is coming out in a couple of months.
So excited for this.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So that's
King of Sins is like lit.
But then like non-title wise, I definitely want to expand the genres that I read this year. So I want to read a couple of classics, at least 2. I think 1 to 2. And then maybe a self-help book.
I always do self-help books.
I don't.
I think I did like 3 or 4 last year.
Wow, good for you.
I know.
That's awesome. I can't. They bore me to death. I started the Let Them theory, and it's not bad. I just,
they're not easy. You know why? It's because like sometimes I'm like, it's common sense.
Yeah.
It's like the power of persuasion. It's like, I think I read this book called Persuasive something like that. I forget the name of it. Sorry. And it was just about positive thinking. Yeah. Like if you think positively, you'll change the outcome of your situation or the way that you feel about it. Also, if you like focus on the light at the end of the tunnel. So like if you're burnt out from work, but you have an upcoming vacation, so just like keep your mindset on that. And it's like, but those are obvious things. You're making us pay $16.99 and then some for this book that told us something we already know. Yeah.
But some people don't, so I get it. And I understand why it works for some people.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Some people don't, but
But it's hard for me to kind of get into those types of books. I want to though. I really, this year, I'm kind of feeling like, okay, I kind of want to read that. So I think I'm going to throw one of those in there. And I just kind of want to expand the genres that I read. Oh, author-wise, 100% reading more Kristen Hanna this year and V.E. Schwab. Love them.
I do have to read. I do have a book from. I just need to get through my TBR that I have physically here. Yeah. Because that's a goal of mine this year actually. Because there's a lot, and then I kind of want to go through my library and see what I don't really vibe with, and then maybe get rid of it and then get something else. Okay. Yeah, like I have Entantra on there and Phantasma that I still have not read. I have Nocticadia on there. I have like Metal Slinger, which I heard was lit. Like
I want to read Guild too. Somebody recommended that one.
That's a series though.
I know. There's just not enough time in the day to read.
You like independent ones, and it's again, I get it because you like to have like diversity in her
I like interconnected standalones. Those are my favorite. So like what Anna Huang does. Chantal Tassier with the Lord series, Rena Kent. I love interconnected standalones. Yeah. Those are my favorite.
Whereas me, I don't mind them. I just
you love a series. You just like
I feel like that's very much a romance thing. Like very romance thing. I think dark romance. I don't read. I haven't read a lot of dark romance, so but I don't know. I know they have series as well. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I know Rena Kent did it with the Blood of My Monster series, and that one was surprisingly like it was 3 books. They were all like it was the same FMC and MMC throughout the 3 books, and I actually really liked that series a lot because I feel like you got to see the development of their relationship.
This is
more.
So, guys, this is like real aha moment because like you at first she was like, I don't think I could do dark romance.
I know
at all, and now she loves dark romance.
I do. It's
probably good for you though.
Thanks. I know
you thought you couldn't do it, and you did it.
I did. Look at us,
that.
just growth.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm fine.
Oh
I'm barely out of my head. This is just literally.
I can't. Yesterday when we were filming, we did this thing at the same time. It was so weird. We were like, "That's crazy." And then today we're gonna go get bagels, and my phone lit up, and she's like, "Oh my god, look at your cover!" And she shows me her cover. We have like
The same background.
almost
It's
background.
just, yeah.
So funny. So we have our own like separate TBRs, right? But the question is that how many books have we read in common?
Surprisingly, not as many as we think.
This is true.
Like, I feel like we tend to.
We sell each other on books.
We do. And then we're like waiting for the other person to read it. And we're like, did you read it yet? Did you read it yet? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just finished Quicksilver.
I did.
And honestly,
10 out of 10,
so
no
happy.
notes. So good.
I think I get like I hold my breath while she's reading a book that I loved. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, if she doesn't love it, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
If she doesn't love it, I'm gonna be pissed. And if she loves it, I'm like, yes. I'm like, I
Well, because
applaud your taste in books when you like my books, and then
vice versa.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I tend to be a really tough critic of books. I don't have a lot of spare time, so I don't want to waste my time on something that's shit, to be honest with you. And not
that's reading. You never know what you're gonna get.
I know. And I also hate to say it like that because authors really put their like blood, sweat, and tears in a book. But like, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you.
It's
and
either
so,
for you or it's not.
Yeah, like, and truthfully and honestly, it's hard for me sometimes. I tend to be a very tough critic, and because of that, there tends to be a lot of books that I love, she hates.
We
She
disagree
loves,
on books
I hate.
so often.
All the time.
Crazy.
All the time.
The top one.
God of War.
Okay. That's one of the top ones.
God of War, and then Serpent and the Wings of Night. I hated that book.
And Divine Rivals.
Divine Rivals was so good.
Guys,
stop.
First of all, let's just disclaimer right now. We respect all your opinions. Please respect ours.
Yes. We're not going to always agree. We don't even agree with each other, but I still love the fact that we read in the same genres. It's subjective.
And
Reading
we love to argue about the books in a healthy way, and we agree to disagree.
We may upset you because we may literally hate the book that you loved. Or we may love a book that you hate.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Get over it. It's gonna be fine. We're all friends here.
1,000%. That's the fun of reading, having these types of discussions. If everybody
100%.
agreed on everything,
it would not be fun.
Yeah, at all.
Okay, so let's get into it though. Books we don't agree on.
Divine Rivals was amazing. I don't like.
Okay, the writing style.
So beautiful.
Beautiful, poetic. Just like chef's kiss. Especially that it's in third point of view.
And I don't necessarily like third point of view.
Hates
third view.
So here's my thing. For me, wasn't the writing style. It wasn't the pace.
I know
of the
what
book.
upsets you. I just think it's dumb.
It was the ending. Okay, spoiler alert. We're gonna give spoilers on all the books that we're talking about right now.
Every single one.
Every single book. Divine Rivals upset me because it was absolutely beautiful, and I didn't mind that there wasn't any smut in there.
Yeah. I don't always need smut in a book.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was just a gorgeously written book and story and love story.
It ended horribly.
Did not.
Why did the brother have to die? She already lost her mom.
I honestly, yeah, but it needed to happen.
Why?
Because it adds intrigue to the book.
There was already intrigue in the book.
I was sad for her though.
The brother was barely in the book at first, and then like it was amazing when he came back.
Yeah,
I knew that. First of all, I knew that was the brother.
I did not see that coming.
Immediately when they were like when like there was missing clothing and stuff like that, I was just like, it's the brother. Like it is the brother.
That didn't matter. But you read a lot of fantasy, so like you kind of hang on to those things. I did not see that coming. I was like, oh, he's alive.
Yeah. Actually, from the beginning, when she was saying that the note came in from under her closet, I was like, "Oh, it's her coworker." Like, I just knew. Yes,
that's so funny.
Because,
I did not.
Like, it just makes sense.
I guess, yeah.
So there was that, right? But okay. What got me mad was that they killed the brother, and then on top of that, they didn't give enough on the like best friend and then the driver.
Oh my God, Toby and what was her name? I can't remember her name.
Okay, but I
Toby was that guy.
He was like, I was like, switch out the MMC at this point. I love this guy. So there was that, and then also they killed the villain so quickly.
It took 2 books.
It took 2 seconds.
It was the music.
The lead up. It's ridiculous. The lead. It was. You just hear the way he sounded. It was the music. It's like when you tell people about Sailor Moon through the power of love and friendship. Like People are like, that sounds ridiculous, but that's what it is. So okay, yeah, in this book it was the music. Okay, cool. But again, it was like all it took was a quick distraction from her, and then this blade to cut off the head. Why didn't this girl who's okay, this goddess who's singing to all these men to come out and fight for her, she couldn't whisper in one of their ears, go grab the sword on the way out. Go pick up this sword before you leave. It's like I keep forgetting to put that on the list. Like, so there's that, right? The sword, all it took was her distraction and her to cut off the head. That's all it took. Ridiculous.
After trials and trials of them trying to kill him, like, you know,
again, but they didn't mention all of that.
People had tried in the past.
The hellhounds were, the hellhounds he would like, they were scarier. The whole car scene with her running to the car after she got in the closet, that was more intense and had my blood pumping.
The closet?
No, the part where he's suffocating and choking on the gas. Dude, that part had me like.
I know. Those books were so good. I love them.
It was so good, and the ending just flopped for me.
Then that's how I feel about Serpent and the Wings of Night.
Okay, so
literally pisses me off.
No. Oh, here's the thing. Here's where I disagree. Okay, let me let you talk because I'm bulldozing you. Go.
Literally first 75% of the book, loved it. I was in it. I was like, ooh, it was a cool take on vampires. I liked this whole world, trials, and they weren't stupid trials. Like, you know, sometimes I feel like the trials can be very like low stakes, like it's supposed to be high stakes, but you're like,
like guess this answer.
I can do that. I guessed it as soon as she told me the riddle. I wouldn't have even had to do any of those trials.
I did not know the answer.
Really?
You know why? It's because I was not thinking that it was that important.
I read it and I was like, Farrah, you really don't know the answer? Come on, bitch.
I didn't even think about it. I was kind of just like, she's not gonna get it. She can't read. That's all I kept thinking. I was like, okay.
No, literally, I heard it and I was like, it's love. And honestly, I would have taken my chances right then and there. What do you mean I'm gonna fight a worm? Get out of here. No.
That ass.
Have you seen those memes? I know I'm getting off topic, but have you seen those memes where it's like Rasan, and it was like when they're like, raw, next question, and it was like Farrah covered in worm shit, Rasan, raw, next question.
No, I have not seen that.
Oh my god, hilarious. So yeah, I loved the take on, you know, Serpent in the Wings of Night, just the trials, the way that it happened, all of that. I hate it. Okay, so I felt like once, what was his name? Rain? What was it? Something like that. Whatever the heck his name was. Once they actually made him and her get together, I felt like for me, the time for that has passed. It is the night before the last trial. Homie, like, why are we doing this?
But they had angst leading up to that point.
It felt so forced for me personally reading it. I was just like,
I didn't feel that way.
I would have preferred it like kind of like mid, but like I just felt like it was so predictable the night before the last trial. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy that part.
I think in my opinion, on that specific thing you're talking about, I think had they done it any faster along in the timeline, that it wouldn't have made sense.
I don't know.
Because it wasn't like sometimes
they had been building like that really good friendship, and I just felt like at that point it was like, okay, why are we gonna ruin the friendship?
Okay, if you think about it though, they're trying to build trust in the middle of these trials where
it's a very cutthroat world.
Have to link up.
Yeah.
And join forces. And this is someone who's an immediate enemy of her people. So the trust is not going to be developed. And on top of that, he's kind of an asshole.
I know. But I liked him and I liked her. So here's the thing. So that happened, whatever. That was like minor, whatever. I was like, okay, I mean, it didn't need to happen, but whatever, it happened. Nothing.
So she didn't like the hook. She didn't like when they finally got together. She felt like it was no chemistry there. I hated. But the ending is what bothered you the most, right?
Yes. First of all, he forces you to kill him. You won.
That's how you wanted it to end.
No, I didn't want her to reverse her win and give it to him instead. Mm-hmm. So then
I was really annoyed about that part, but. Again, people do things in fantasy books that are supposed to piss you off. And she did it for love, which is always what they do. Literally, every fantasy book is they're sacrificing themselves for people that they love.
Anyway.
We would not be reading anymore if we didn't have that.
It pissed me off. I hated the fact that you reversed it and then Then he fucking pulls this Uno reverse card on her that was like the biggest dick move, where he's like, and now I kill your dad. What the fuck? And then
I was really mad about that, but honestly,
honestly,
it had the shock and awe factor that you usually love in books.
No, okay, yes, but
and you love it when someone dies.
Okay, you know what? I think I figured it out.
Okay,
I hate the fact that like he still went with his original plan instead of modifying it for her. You know what I mean? Like figuring out something else where it's like they both win in the end. I don't know. It really
you love distraught endings. You wanted compromise.
First of all,
and
I love it when the man is just so, you know, that I like, if it's gonna be romance, I want the man to be obsessed.
But this is fantasy.
They still are obsessed. Kingfisher still obsessed. Racine still obsessed.
Yeah, but Kingfisher still will do everything he needs to do for his people in the beginning.
With her in mind. In the beginning, but no, at that point, sure. In the beginning,
this is still the beginning.
No,
they slept with each other once and kissed a few times. That's
he
pretty
quote unquote
early
loves
on.
her. Let's be for real. It just pissed me off. So you just kind of, in my mind, undid all of that. Then you kill her fucking dad, right? And I was like, okay, that I was not expecting. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I hated it, but like, you know, I like when like important characters get killed and stuff like that. So
that sounds so crazy.
It's really so super.
I love it when important characters die.
I hate it, but I love it. You know, I don't know how to explain it. But
when it's done right, it's impactful.
You know, Fourth Wing, it'd be there.
So
I know.
Okay.
So I hated the fact though that she found out that her dad was actually her biological father as he's dying. And that's when he chooses to tell her, I love you.
I think that was so
What?
I think that was so beautiful.
No.
Okay, so now hear my take on it, okay? I let her talk about it, okay? I think that the pacing was fine with their relationship stuff. I think that it was a really weird moment and they kind of had to get to the trust point and everything. I always feel like people in this type of setting are a bit dramatic. Like you're like, I can't trust them, and this and a little bit dramatic, but it's for the book, whatever. So, but when she did reverse her wish, that shit did piss me off because it already happened. I was already so sad that he died, but I was already recuperating.
Right? Yeah, I was like, okay, well, clearly he wasn't
the 10 seconds that it took for her to reverse it all.
Yeah.
When she reversed it all, I was kind of just like, you know what, though? What she was going to use the wish for was very self-serving, and she doesn't know if it was going to actually give her everything she wanted anyways.
Yeah.
So there was that, right? But also, all it was going to do was ensure that her father kept control of the kingdom for the next, 100 years? So, like, life would have just remained the same had she not done that.
I know, but
she would have found her birth parents, all to find out that that's her real dad. He wouldn't have never told her even after that. So here's my thing. So yeah, it did suck when he did that. So he gets up, he kills the dad. It had the shock and awe, which usually I hate when an important character dies.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, oh my God, I did not see that coming. And I love it when a book kind of shocks me because so often we read so many fantasy books that we can kind of tell what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare for me to be caught off guard and that, like, to feel like, holy crap, what just happened? Number one. Number two, the dad was dying, but he did finally tell her that he loved her because in that world, they don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't do that. And
I know.
What if he hadn't done that? She would have been like thinking that he didn't love her, even though all his actions proved that he did love her. And she knew it, but he took his last dying breath to tell his actual daughter. He didn't even need to tell her that she was his actual daughter because, like, whether she was or she wasn't, he loved her.
But he didn't tell her she was his actual daughter.
She found out because of the birthmark.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I thought that was so cool, though, because it's like, now your whole life is turned upside down. The guy that you thought you were in love with kills the guy that you love because he's your dad. You find out, oh my God, I loved him as a dad, but he is my dad. Yeah. And holy shit, I'm a princess.
No.
And on top of that, now she gets forced to marry the guy who she's in love with.
I hated that.
And now I think they're going to pull an SJM on us, right? Because I haven't finished reading. I have to keep reading. I actually do want to finish that series this year. Now you have to find out, are they going to make it work? Is she going to go against him? Is she going to kill him? Is there going to be a Rysand out there somewhere? You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, there's a lot there. It's a great opening for a second book.
I don't know. You read it and let me know.
I will let you know. But we probably won't agree. You're probably like, I still wouldn't. You're like, I still wouldn't have liked it.
Just depends.
Probably. But yeah, so that's why I liked that book. And then you have God of War. Dude,
I
think
love
again because
that
we're mood
book
readers. That was
so
not my
much.
mood vibe because you made us read it for a book club.
I did. That was my first read of the year.
And when you read it, you were really in the mood for a dark romance. But
Yeah.
I don't think
It wasn't
that was
super
a dark romance.
That was like a gray
at all,
romance.
actually. She was in the mood for a dark romance, and then on top of that, like I don't know. I think you were just on a roll.
I was kind of going through some things in life.
And like it fed what you needed it to feed.
Yeah.
For me, I was kind of just like, I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just like, get it together, grow up. Oh my goodness, you threw away your paper and like embarrassed you on your birthday because you decided to proclaim your love for this guy in front of everyone.
No, I do think that
it was very childish.
I do think that sometimes in romance, not when you're not talking fantasy romance, in romance, the thing that has made them enemies is like the smallest, most inconvenient. Get the fuck over it.
The stakes aren't high enough.
Yeah,
high enough for
you know, and I agree with that one. It was like, okay, so he embarrassed you on your 18th birthday. Okay, girl. Like,
and then it's like,
I'm
hiding the fact hiding the fact that I'm in love with her, hiding the fact that she's losing her fucking mind.
Though
she knows she's losing her mind,
but
dude.
that she didn't, and I loved that.
But before that whole accident happened, she did know she was losing her mind.
Kind of, but like, it was all the effort that he went to.
It was ridiculous.
To literally make her feel normal. And like, oh, I love it.
It was 50 First Dates if Adam Sandler hadn't made the video for her. And just like, it's like, you right? And just being mean to her.
I loved God of War. And it was when he signed the divorce papers, I literally was like, oh my God.
I thought that was ridiculous too.
Also though, like, I mean, story would not have happened if she would have just went to the mental institution like of her own volition. But
actually, the story would have been better. I'm telling you now. Story would have been better if after she got into that car accident and this guy was gonna go up to her to grape her, and then he would have came in, killed him, and then forced her into the marriage with him.
That is what happened.
I know.
Oh, I'm like,
but then he would have like forced her into the mental institution, right?
They did.
No. What I'm saying is that after he would have gotten her, if he would have forced her into the mental institution, made her do the electric shock therapy, and then weaponized sex, that would have made it actually more interesting. That would have made it more interesting.
Like it.
And then it would have been a dark romance. That was not a dark romance.
But she said it wasn't as dark as her other stuff. It was more of like it was like a slightly more gray
but that's not how it was sold in book club.
We
like,
did something like that. We're
gonna do a dark
romance. We said dark romance. We said we weren't gonna do a super dark romance because there was people in our book club that don't like dark romance. Wow. So we picked a mild, like a morally gray romance.
I wouldn't even call that gray. That was like baby blue.
It was not.
Actually, it was pink. Is what it was. It was pink. That's what it was.
I don't think there's very many other books that we don't really agree on like that.
Is there?
As we look through the collection.
Oh, Onyx Storm, but
no, I liked Onyx Storm. It was just really boring. She was
shizzing all over Onyx Storm.
Rebecca Yarros, it took forever.
She does not like Onyx Storm. Don't let her tell you.
And the rest of ACOTAR, because you don't like. I feel like we kind of disagree a little bit on ACOTAR a lot. Even though we love them, we disagree on ACOTAR a lot.
That's funny because we could love something, but you know what it is? It's when a series takes place, it's like you have your favorite books and you don't have your favorite books. So in order, we have like our order. We always do this. We put things in order of how we like it.
100%.
And like, but it's hard because with ACOTAR, book 2 and 3 are so good in my opinion. But she loves book 1 and 2 the most.
Yeah. So for me, it's 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 3.
Then.
Toss the other one out. That doesn't even count. Court of Frost and Starlight should never have existed.
It wasn't her best. I'm not gonna lie. Even as a novella, like even as it being a Christmas novella situation, it was just very
did not need to be there. You could have given us the fact that Farrah was pregnant as a prologue in the last book and called that a day.
Or she could have just done Christmas Day. Yeah. Like the book about, or like the week of Christmas leading up to.
I think it was supposed to like set up the whole like, Cassie and Nessa thing. Also,
but have it be more of like the characters within the scene, not third party point of view, first of all, and then secondly, like putting in these things that don't even matter.
Well, because if you look at it, she does.
No one cares that Farrah's
She
painting.
does.
So like no one cares.
And honestly, is it even good?
I'm hoping that it is good.
One would hope.
Because if it's mentioned this many times in the book, in the series.
Who knows? I also don't like the fact that she switches POV in the same book. I think it's strange. Like I like, if you're gonna do it how she did Throne of Glass. Everything's in third person, so that you can switch between characters and it flows. I think that works better, right? It's kind of the same.
It kind of bothers me in that too, honestly. I don't think she did it. I'm hoping that by book 3 it's even better, because book 2 it felt a bit better, but book 1 I didn't really like the way she had did it that much.
She doesn't
really feel like it was a book 1 situation.
Yeah, I think she doesn't do third POV well. Some authors are really great at that. Again, some authors are not.
We don't know that because all we have to preference is Frost and Starlight, and then also
Silver
book
Flame.
1.
And Silver Flame is in third POV. And so personally, I think
that's right.
Like, for example, the way Alex Astor did it in Lightwork, that works, right?
Yeah. Lightwork, I could barely tell that it was in.
Correct. And I love when I can barely tell that it's in third POV. I think they're your characters. If you're going to start it off in first person and swap characters, leave it in first person. It doesn't make sense that Rhysand is in first person, Farrah's in first person, and then you go to Nessun and Cassia and it's in third person. It makes no sense.
Yeah, you didn't give them a voice.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's
talking about them.
Yeah,
it was weird. And
I think that's why I don't like.
And again, I think that the information just wasn't it was very vague.
I also think my issue with
about more as well. Like I feel like
I think my issue is that like ACOTAR, it feels like now you're reading a whole different series, and it's like, then just make it a whole different series. You know what I mean? With the same, it could be a spin-off, but it's weird that it's all supposed to be like the same. Like it feels like Farrah and Rhysand's story is over, and now we have all this other stuff, and it just, I don't know. I think that's why I struggle with it so much. Like
it's because because you're used to reading interconnecting, and so then it's like when one book's done, it's about that. And then second book's done is about that. But in this one, it was like 3 books were about these characters. And
I don't mind because we're
and
reading
then she was shifting it.
We're reading that in Fourth Wing.
I think the way she tried to transition.
Correct. Again, it's
effortlessly. Like it didn't feel
exactly.
Smooth.
It's not necessarily. It doesn't bother me that we're shifting. It's the way that it's shifted.
It felt very rocky.
Yeah. Well, look at us.
We're agreeing on disagreeing about things. Okay, my order of ACOTAR that I like. Is book 3, book 2, book 1, book 5, and then
Frost and Starlight.
But there's just so much to unpack in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm so excited for where it's headed. Even if, like, let's say it's not always perfect,
I love this. I love the world. I love the story.
Yeah.
The MMCs.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now that we're on this subject, if you had to pick a fictional world to live in, which one would you live in though? Because we love the ACOTAR world, but which one would you pick? I think we know which one I would pick, but you go first.
Oh, that's a question, because I've been reading a lot more fantasy lately.
I know. So I'm so excited to hear
where thoughts. Would I want to go?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to think about it. Do you have your answer?
Of course.
What, Fourth Wing?
Solaria.
Oh, Solaria. Oh, okay.
Zodiac Academy. Because you have everything in there. You have a mirror world of Earth, so I've got the shit down packed. I already know if the 7-Eleven's on the same corner, I'm good. I'm kidding. It's not the same thing. No, but I just love it. I love the fact that it's a mirror world of Earth, right? I love the fact that it's Fae. We love Fae books. I love the fact that there's different orders and they have elemental powers, which I think is really cool. So you kind of get a little bit of Avatar in there.
Okay.
And then you have their Fae. But then also they morph into whatever their order is, and they have vampires, they have sirens, they have harpies, they have dragons, they have there's just so many things, werewolves, so it's really cool. On top of that, they do things based off of power, right? So it's you could come from a low ranking kind of order, and then you could work your way up through the levels through gaining more power. So, and they respect that. So I think that's really cool too. And I just love the world. I love that it's They don't like, even if you grow up in the poor there, it's like you can claim some sort of respect for
Okay,
yourself
that's
and
cool.
stuff like that. And then they have like programs where you go to like a college and you get like scholarships to go to the
I love that.
colleges and like all the things. So I think it's really cool. And they have this magic. So they have like what's this thing called? Stardust. So like they can transport places faster. Oh my god, if I didn't have to be in traffic and I could just stardust somewhere. Stardust, I'll stardust right now. So, and then they still have all the cars and stuff. For,
Okay.
like, you know, and they even have like different cultures that are like, so instead of Italian, they call it Fatalian. It's
That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah. So instead of a Ferrari, it's a Ferrari.
That's funny. I love that. That's actually cool.
So and the reason why this is a big one. This is a big one. Is because they have plumbing. And I understand the way the plumbing works. And honestly,
that was a huge, like, what was going on there? Like,
so many fantasy books you're reading, you're like, how is there indoor plumbing?
Yeah, because it makes it seem like it's like medieval times,
Exactly.
and then you're like,
you guys don't even have cameras around your house.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So how the hell do you flush? Where are you using the restroom? So yeah, I think that's really.
I'm literally trying to think of like which fantasy world I would want to live in. And I would love would love to live in like a fae world, right? So, but I want it to be I like feel like it's basic to say ACOTAR, right?
But you love ACOTAR.
But I do love ACOTAR because I'm like, okay, I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, would I want to live in Lightlark? No, they had those god awful curses for literally however long, and you got me messed up.
And
No,
monsters and all.
Yeah, no. And then I was thinking about, okay, Quicksilver, like, you know, Yvalia and Zolarin or whatever. But then I was like, there's vampires, and I don't know if I really. And not everybody has magic. Oh my bracelet. Oh my god, yeah, literally, yeah. And I like, you know, I want to have magic. If I'm gonna be here, like I want to have magic. So then that's because I was thinking too, fourth wing, but I was like, I'd have to do too much to like bond with a dragon.
It's crazy.
And because again, I want magic.
A lot of work. And she's like, I don't want to do all that running.
At all. Me sweating? No. And then potentially getting flamed by a dragon? Absolutely not.
I can't wait till you read Zodiac Academy because I think you're gonna pick Zodiac Academy. Like Solaria.
And yeah, so I'm like thinking about it. And truly, I think I would actually have to pick ACOTAR. Just because I feel like it's the easy, like, you know, you can have powers, like most people have powers there, you know, some form of magic. Yes, you have the King of Hybern. Yes, there's like some curses and some things like that. Amarantha ran rampant or whatever. But like overall,
who knows? I think that the day that Amarantha threw that party, I would have been like, nah, I'll stay home and read. Like, I'm not gonna go to that party. And then dodge the curse completely.
They were all cursed though.
No, but I mean, like all the so like
the
they were trapped
under
there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's horrible.
But yeah, I would have to say probably ACOTAR.
Okay.
I haven't read enough of Throne of Glass to say like that world. But yeah, because I'm really like trying to think here.
I mean, there's always Red Rising, but no.
I don't do well.
Space. I don't do the whole space.
Not
thing.
even. It's just the class system. Not
that too. Honestly.
What do you mean? I'm a pink and I have to do these things.
Let's
First
start
of all,
there.
No.
It's gold or nothing, babe.
That part. Could you imagine if you were like a red? Get out of here.
Damn. That's hard.
Cry. And then I'm not going through the transition process to be turned into a gold. Get out of here.
That's wild.
No.
I mean, but you're from Miami. Tomato, right? Like plastic surgery is plastic surgery.
Yeah, and then I really truly don't think that there's any book that I've read so far other than that. Or maybe Harry Potter, but like, or I would want to live in any billionaire romance
on Earth in real life.
In real life, you know.
Yeah. I'm actually not surprised with our answers. It's very on brand for us to pick our answers.
Yeah,
but if there was no Solaria, I'd probably do Prithian as well. I can't wait for you to read Zodiac Academy.
I know. That's on the list this year. There's too many books this year.
Okay, wait, but can we please unpack Quicksilver really quick? Yes. Just for like, we have like 10 minutes left. We have like 5 minutes left, honestly. Okay, Quicksilver.
10 out of 10, no notes, chef's kiss, Kingfisher.
Guys, it's so rare for us to like the same book at this level of love.
Yeah. No,
it's so rare.
Did her thing with that series. Chef's kiss. Let me tell you, I just felt like it was like, it's not a dark romance, but like the spice and smut gave a little like tint, like a little.
It was mature.
Yes.
It was tasteful.
Mature.
It was good.
It was favorite line of the entire book. I hope you're not afraid of the dark. That's 8. I literally.
This girl literally sent me a video.
I said
freaking out that she then posted on her
TikTok.
TikTok, and then the author Callie Hart
Yes,
actually hearted it. Lit.
No, literally,
lit.
no. I loved that, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait for her to read Brimstone.
I'm finishing an arc right now that I got, and as soon as I'm done with that, like literally tonight, I'm opening Brimstone. Oh, I cannot wait.
Are you gonna read it on your Kindle?
Yeah. I may try. If it has audio, I don't know if it has audio. If it has audio, I may try to listen to it
does
too.
have audio, I think. Yeah.
But
I will say this though. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm not gonna say anything.
okay.
I choose to stay quiet because I want to see her. I said nothing.
She did.
Dude, props. I said nothing about.
We did so
I try
good.
not to hype a book up to her though, because
then it goes here and then it falls flat, and then I'm like, why did you? It's horrible.
And vice versa, because she really talked up God of War for me, and I was just like,
oh my god,
this is trash. Literal trash.
It was not trash.
I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. And you know what's so funny? You're always saying I like every single book that I read.
Yeah. Oh my god, another one that we both hated, Silent Patient.
Yeah. No. It's not my. First of all, it's not my genre.
Yeah.
And I felt like the MMC was just like crying all the time.
This is not good.
Too many feelings, and I'm like, people are entitled to their feelings, but too many feelings. It was just like, dude, your wife's cheating on you. You're clearly part of the problem. You go crying to your therapist, literally crying in the night.
Yeah.
You also are a psychopath. He's a psychopath.
No,
the moment the book started and he said that he became a therapist because the fact that he was
like obsessed
abused and he was abused and like treated like poorly by, and the mental abuse that his father did on his mother, it's like, you're psychotic.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember any of that. But I
this
pump and
happens
dump.
a lot. I was gonna say, yeah.
Like,
she,
I just dump whatever.
Inhales the information, and then as soon as it doesn't serve her anymore,
are you kidding? Wait, actually, it's hilarious because King of Envy, I read it in one day, right? And literally she goes, "Oh my god, it's Shadow," and I was like, "Who?" And she goes, "The cat," and I was like, "Oh, that's right, there was a cat."
I forgot about the cat. Yeah. So
all the time.
It's so hard for us too sometimes because I'm like, oh, you remember the time? She goes, no, that I don't remember that happening at all. Like, did you read the book? Did you read it?
It's just I inhale a book sometimes, and then I'm like, oh my god, and then I move on to the next one, and then I just kind of like forget because I get so engulfed in the next story.
Yeah.
I'll remember key points, but ask me to write a dissertation on Akatar right now.
Couldn't. I'm really bad at names.
Yeah.
But that's in life, so that's why I'll mess up names of books. Like songs, I'll never know the name of a song. I'll be like, you know that one song, and then I'll sing a line or something.
Friends. She's like, this one person. Who?
I
said, like, yeah, we were at that party with them, and I'm like, Cheryl? And she goes, oh, that's her name?
I take guesses though. I'm like, I want to say Jessica, and she's like Cheryl, and I'm like, damn it. One day I'll get that
not
name
even
down
close.
pat. One day. So yeah, I'm not good with names. But sometimes, so what I'll do is actually in a book, especially fantasy books, because if you know the names are weird, there's a lot of names. So I'll write them down. I'll like write them down.
Really?
Yeah, I'll write them down and I'll remember who's with who and who's related to who, and I'll be like, okay, good. This is like my key.
That's a lot.
I know I do that.
Respect. I don't do that. Yeah.
But I do remember events in books.
Oh, you know what's something amazing that I think Callie Hart did that every fantasy author should do? In the beginning of the book, she gave you an explanation of how to pronounce all of these names. Yes. If you're going to put weird consonants together,
that was
give us the pronunciation.
Bravo, hun. We love that.
Yes.
We needed that, honestly, because the names were weird.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait for you to read book 2. I was about to say something and I'm glad I didn't say it because there's so much.
Other than that, I am so freaking excited that we have officially, we did it.
We did it.
Officially finished episode 1, season 1 of So She Reads. I cannot wait for what the rest of the year has in store.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing all different types of things. You know, this won't be always the structure that we go with. Maybe we'll do like some in-depth reviews.
Q&As.
Or like, yes. Or sometimes just some like rambly chats, you know? So you feel like you're just sitting and chatting with a friend.
Or even some themed episodes. Like we have
Yes.
Valentine's Day coming up.
Oh, we could do a romance
so,
episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
We did it!
And 3, 2, 1.
Release them. Hi guys, welcome back to. I always go to welcome back
I know,
because
I
we've
know.
done this so many times.
Okay.